Hi and welcome to Made of Yarn podcast. My name is Lotte and I'm recording from Sweden. I'm sitting outside actually. I tried to go out. I am outside. And it's still so much snow, but not here on the porch. And I have some fresh air now, so I hope the sounds around from my neighbors don't, and the cars driving through here don't bother you too much. But you're so welcome, and many new ones. You are so welcome. I hope you will enjoy, and thank you for taking your time visiting me. Last time I talked about that I should make a kind of movie, a film, or record how I make cardigans from a knitted dress. I have the back side. I showed you this one, and I have cut it up. I've sticked it, so I will show you here quite soon. I will just say, I know many of you out there know how to do this, but it's more for those who don't. If there's someone who don't know how to do it, it's more for them, so you can jump to me talking afterwards if you like. But I will put that in here. So first I have to check where the middle are on my sweater, or in this case my dress. So I go from down up, because when you have a yoke, and if you should start there, it could be not that straight line. I had to this time to measure from under the arms first, and I put some markers because the fabric was so dense, so it was a little bit hard to find the stitches. And this is the other side, so I will measure on the both sides and put markers. And then I count how many stitches there are on the front side, and then I will stop at the middle. And then you will see what I'm doing next after I counted. So I put also markers here all the way up, so I could see where the line is to cut even. Sad, you will see soon. My scissors wasn't that the best one. I couldn't find my scissors for fabric, so it's a paper one. I cut paper and so on in, but it did its work anyway. So, and here it's the top, and it was straight up, and it went really well, I have to say. Here it's all cut up. Here it's like punch needles. You can, if you like, you can push it through the fabric to make it felt the edges, if you like. I will just show it so you can choose it if you like. I have another favorite method, but I will make it afterwards, even so, because it's a loose ends from the threads from the color work. So I will take a crochet hook instead, because my favorite method is to crochet. I took the same yarn that I will make the band. What is called? Sorry, I forgot the word as usual. So here you will see that I take it double, like the both legs, so to say, of a stitch, and I just crochet it like this all the way up. button bands. It's the name. I will make button bands. So here, if it's not will be wobbly, so to say. Now and then I make decreases. So you can see like this, I make one stitch there and another in the next. So it will be decreases. Better to do that than just jump over one, because then it's get holes. That's my favorite method also. And then afterwards you pick up and knit the button bands. And yeah. So I'm not finished totally with this, because now I have started to pick up and knit the button band here. But I have one on me that I made a couple of years ago. It was also a dress, but it's also very it's so warm in the winter. I haven't worn a jacket or a coat for some years after I started to knit my outer garments. But when you're inside on a grocery store, for example, it gets really hot. So it's nice, you can just open it up when you're inside, and then when you go outside you can button it up again. And this one also became a little bit too tight, so I wanted to use it because I really love it. I knitted this one, both are in Alafos Loopy, and this one was the first one that I made, sorry. But it's a wider gauge. I had bigger needles. So when I started to make this one, I knitted it in smaller needles to have really dense fabric. So if I blow, you can't get in any wind inside it, almost. This one I had outside some years ago when it was minus 25 degrees Celsius. I don't know in Fahrenheit, but it's cold. But anyway, I started this one, so next time I can show you it when it's finished. I'm sorry, the sun is coming inside here. And here we have all our furniture over the winter. We just have them all in a corner here so the snow don't come in here. So it's not the most beautiful place to... I'm sorry, I hope it's okay. I will talk about... I will just check my notes, and I have them down here. I can also... Sorry. I can also show you... I showed... I think, was it the last episode? I knitted on a scarf for my daughter Lovisa, and I have photos here, you can see it. Just made it up after a photo she had seen on somewhere on internet. And it's so soft and cozy. Also, I got more photos today, mostly photos. I got a need... ask for knitting from my one of my brother's daughter-in-laws who have the little Daisy, 3.5 years old. I showed some of my progress the last time, but now I've finished it, and I've sent it to Daisy already, but you can see it there. And I made a change because it's the pattern is a straight leg, but I made a rib down, so it was more to hold inside the boot or outside, so you don't get any snow inside it. And also, sorry, also I made her a beret or beret, I don't know what you say, from it's the Western Sky beret made by Boyland Knitworks. I hope it's not too small for her though, but she has smaller friends, Daisy, who can have it if she can't have it. And that I made that one in Drops Daisy as her name, and it's a very soft merino. Almost, you get almost a cotton feeling when you knit or crochet with it. It's a lovely yarn. But I also, when I put it out on Instagram, I got a request from a friend if I could make her one also. Usually I say no, because I don't take, can you say orders? It feels like I'm taking an order, but I don't. If someone requests, I usually say no, but it's a hat or a beret is not that big. So I made one for her also, and she wanted one in acrylic yarn. Can you see it? It's such a bad lighting now when the sun is behind me. It's acrylic yarn is in kind of a purple pink color, but it's a nice pattern, lace pattern. I will see if I can move you a little bit more. I don't know, perhaps. Ooh. I will try like this. We can try. I have to move a little bit. So this one, yeah, and perhaps you see it better now. And I can't. I wish I could have berets on me. I can't. I usually don't have anything at all, if it's not really cold. I'm checking my notes. I'm sorry if I'm looking down here. You can see here a blanket. I started this one last summer, actually. Let's see if it's longer here. And I made it from, have you been here before? I've talked about it a little bit. So the blackish, it's light black, it's all is 2-plied yarn. But the one in between, that's yarn that I have hand dyed myself with solar dyeing. Most of them is solar dyeing. This one is reeds that I have boiled, but the other ones is lupins, it's tea, birch, and I have avocado somewhere also. So I finished that one now. It's a little bit too wide. Sometimes I don't know. I can't make. They can be too wide, or they can be too narrow, or too short in the width. I can't spell it correctly. So this one I made it. It's long, but I will turn it on the other way, and it's quite wide even, so you can have a whole body and it's cover you totally, and it's so nice. But I think I will give it away to perhaps one of my nieces, because she the other they both crochet, but the other one she crochets and it's a lot, so I think I will give this one to one of them, and her husband. I have something also I can't talk about. I will show you in time, a new test knit that I've knitted I can't remember. I tried. I knitted so I could see the gauge. Sorry, I lost the words again. and I will start it today. It's in a new yarn for me, Viking of Norway Alpaca Maya. It's a thicker, kind of brushed alpaca, I guess. Really soft, really soft. It's for a Swedish designer called Garnfrun on Instagram and on Ravelry. Also Helen Olsen. She has amazing patterns. But this, I will make 3 sweaters, and they are all just in stockinette. She have made a series of cabled cardigans and sweaters that are lovely, so check her out. I really recommend them. I also talked the last time about I will make every month I will make socks from Tracy Miller from the Grocery Girls. I've test knitted for her so many years, so I have so many patterns from her, and this one is for me. Can you see? It's in Novita Nalle. It's more like a, it says it's 260 meters on it, so it's not a fingering yarn, but I make it work even so. I made exactly one, not exactly, I made a pair of, this is the shepherdess socks that I made in January and sent it to my daughter's husband Oliver, and I wanted one for myself because I want to make one every month for me to have because I don't have so many. This morning the ones I have on me now I had to mend, so I really need more socks. I told you last time that my daughters have them all. So I'm out of them myself, but it's no problem to mend, no problem. I will just see the next what I brought here. I had to apologize if you also were here last time. I actually put in a photo. I made a request from the Norwegian viewers if someone recognized a pattern, what pattern it could be in a cardigan my father wore when I was a child. But it was such a bad you couldn't see it on the photos, anything more than blur, so I'm so sorry for those of you who saw it. You couldn't see what it was, but I had to apologize. Talking about my daughter's husband Oliver, I talked about him last time also, that he is so knitworthy. When they visited us in about New Year, I showed him some yarns because he wanted to have a cabled sweater like fishermen's sweaters from the old times kind of, and I showed him this yarn. It's Novita Isoveli, but I didn't think. I started to with the rib, and all of a sudden one skein was gone, and I just have 8. So in my head I usually I knit a lot with 7 brothers because they have 200 meters and this one is just 130 meters. So it shouldn't, because cables take a lot of yarn, eat a lot of yarn. So I had to stop it and think what else I could make of it, because I ordered this one and a yellow one and also this one a couple of years ago from them, but this one I have more, just 8 of them but 10 of this one. So now I've started, almost finished actually, one. Can you see? It's, I will put the name and pattern and link it down under in the prescription box, because I forgot the name. It's from the Swedish company Järbo, and it's free and it's in English also. My neighbors wonder what I'm doing. I think they're looking at me. But it's a nice pattern, and I just have one. No, I have 1.5 sleeve to make, but soon I will finish it. So to the next time, until the next time, I guess I have finished it, and hopefully I have it here, because they don't live in this town, so I don't know when we will meet the next time. And also the next time I talked about it last episode, show you something of my shawls and cowls that I made, that I have left, or I'm searching for photos also, so I can show you something more and make some footages for you. So sorry, I had to stop. A neighbor was almost right here. So I'm back again. I was talking about what the next time I will show you the shawls and cowls that I have still at home, and also some footages that I'm searching photos where I have them. If I have still, I don't have photos of everyone I made, but something, and the designers and so on. So this episode is not that long, so I will probably try to do this, if I can manage, every second week perhaps, but shorter episodes. I hope it's okay with you to do that, and that you will come back. I'm sorry that I was disturb everything outside. And I hope it's not that much sound that go into the microphone from cars and neighbors and buses and snow. Do you say snow scooters? It's much that going on here outside. But I wish you the best, and thank you for taking your time to visiting me, and I hope to see you soon again. So you're also welcome. Bye.